Hi, y'all. Welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl, and we are going to do messages from heaven. We're going to pick a feather. These are actual feathers that have been dropped to me by loved ones from the other side, and I'm going to let you decide which of these feathers you resonate with as you take a minute to look at the feathers. Think of the loved one or loved ones from the other side that you would like to hear from, and then decide which feather resonates with you. We're going to start with a message we'll do 3 different readings, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll start with the first message and see what do your loved ones from the other side have to say to you. Okay, this is going to be all in one reading. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3, and I think we're going to do a PS at the end of each message. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, and loved ones who have crossed over. We thank you for tarot as a tool, and we're wanting to know, what is your message for those who resonated with the first feather? What is your message for this group of people as it relates to you or them or y'all? We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, if you resonated with the first feather, the first card out is Rejoice in Celebration. So that's the overall topic they're wanting to speak with you about. And then the actual message itself. Wow. Okay. They're asking you to rejoice in celebration, okay? Then the next cards coming out are wisdom, transformation, and spiritual union, okay? So I feel like what they're saying here is that they see that you have been growing in your understanding of who you are and of how you show up in this world. And they've been watching you. And they've watched you. They have watched you hold on to the traditions of old, but they've also watched you look in the distance and open yourself up to the guidance of spirit. They've watched you allow yourself to grow deeper in your understanding of who you are in spirit, of the divinity within you. They're celebrating with you. They're rejoicing and celebrating with you right now because they see this transformation in your life. They see at whatever stage you're in, whether you have made this complete transformation or you're in the process of transforming everything about yourself. There's a 1 and a 3, right? That's creating a collaboration. The 3 for me is collaboration. That is your creator, you, and your spirit team. So whenever you collaborate together with your spirit team to create change or anything else, you end up with a 4, and that's a very firm footing. You're going to be standing solid in who you are. And then I have the last card out is soul, spiritual union, okay? And I feel like they're saying this is your transformation, where you meet yourself, where you come into wholeness with who you are. But I'm hearing some of them say, and in comes the love of your life. The 2 of Cups is, in this deck, it's called Spiritual Union, but it's the same as the 2 of Cups, which is the soulmate card, right? And you know that I typically, whenever I see this card, it's all about us becoming one in who we are. But I'm hearing some, for a group of you, I hear your guides, your people from the other side saying, and in comes your soulmate, the one that you've waited for. And if they're not there yet, I feel like they will be here. And they're bringing me back to this number 2, and it's not going to be long. Within the next couple of months, you're going to be meeting somebody new that you're going to feel that connection with. I feel like they're saying you're going to feel that connection with, and you've wondered why it's taken so long or why they haven't gotten here yet. And it's because you were doing some work on yourself. You had some things to do for yourself that you needed to get done. to be ready for that perfect person to be here for you. And again, there's that 3, rejoice in celebration. There's that collaboration, you, your creator, and your spirit team and your loved ones from the other side. Or it is, they're telling me, you, your loved ones on the other side, and this new person coming in. It's also going to be a very successful collaboration. They're not going to stop being a part of your life and a part of who you are, even within that relationship. Okay, so we're going to do a PS real quick for this group. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for allowing us to communicate with the other side, and for allowing us to be able to get messages and confirmations from people that have crossed over. We ask you to show us, what is the PS? Loved ones, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, what is the PS for this group of people who resonated with that first feather? Wow, okay, this is reminding me of this right here, that you have cut out things that no longer served you, even things from your upbringing, even things that were traditions that your loved ones, they're kind of saying, these are things that we taught them, that we didn't even realize it wasn't even beneficial to them. They're saying you've approached it like a boss, and you found your truth, and you're understanding your true identity in the divine. I love that. Then you have the 2 of Wands, okay? So it's like you were at a pivotal time in your life, and you chose again, like I said, to take this stuff that you were learning and transform who you are to become this better version of yourself. You did make the choice. They see that. And because of that, this little world right here, I feel like they're saying your world is going to change. It's just never, ever going to be the same after this has completed, if you're not finished yet with this transformation, if you're still growing through it. And then you have this soul union, and then the last card in that PS is the 3 of Swords. And I don't feel like this is saying this person's going to come in and break your heart. I feel like they're saying this person's going to come in, and all those times your heart were broken, every hole you ever felt like you had in your heart has been patched up, and this person is going to be so far and above anything, any heartache, any betrayal you've ever had. And I'm hearing them say it may take you just a little bit to trust this person. Yeah, it may take you a little bit to trust them, and you may kind of fall back and tend to look at these triggers, but they're saying this is not the same kind of union, okay? And for those of you that this is about you truly coming into wholeness with yourself, this is about that you've overcome so much, and they can see the healing that you've done in your heart, and it's a big deal, and that's why they are celebrating so much, okay? So if you pick the first feather, that is your message from your loved ones on the other side. And we're going to go on to the second feather. I'll bring it back up for you to look at. The second feather, your messages from loved ones on the other side. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit. We thank you so much for tarot as a tool. For those who were connected to that second feather, the loved ones on the other side, we know you have a message for this group of people. Show us clearly, what is that message for the group that connected with that second feather? Again, we thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly, what is the message for group 2? Okay, they're saying we're looking at discontent and boredom. That's the overall theme of this message for you. And then we've got emotional loss, and we've got wish fulfillment, and we've got moving on. Okay. So, wow, that's a lot of cups there, right? The first 3 cards out of the deck, the main message, the first two cards, all 3 cups. So, and we're starting out with this, we're starting out with this right here. It's you're at a place where they are actually trying to, communicate with you. This is the same as the 4 cups, where the guy's sitting there looking at the things, the 3 cups in front of him, right? And the universe is out here trying to bring another cup that's actually full of light and love. And he doesn't see it because he's too busy looking down. He's looking down at those 3 cups in front of him. In here, in this card right here, guys, they're saying, you're looking down into the shadows. You're facing the past. Turn around. Look out here into the sunlight, because there's something beautiful out there that we're wanting to show you, and you're not allowing us to show you because you're staying focused on something that is already done and over with. You can't fix it. You can't change it. You can't control it, but you just keep looking at it. So they're saying, please release it, right? Look at this right here. See, I love this picture. It's like they're saying, take your heart and allow these emotions, these past hurts, to just disappear into us. Allow us to receive them. Allow them to come back, transmute them out into the cosmos. You can't destroy energy, but it can be changed, right? So when we release it, it dissipates out into the cosmos, and our angels, our guides, the Holy Spirit, our past loved ones can do with it something else that is more productive. But we need to release it, and I feel like that's what they're saying. Please release those hurts. Please allow those things to be taken from you. For some of you, they're saying it's the pain, it's the grief that's associated with losing them. It's some of the sorrow that's associated with maybe unfinished business, things not tended to before they left. There's a lot of deep hurt here in mourning. I do feel some of them has to do with losing a child, maybe an infant, maybe a miscarriage, something like that. But they're asking you to release all of it. Please release it. Don't allow it to... this is such a hard topic for me, but time does not heal all wounds. We know that. But they're asking you to let them carry the biggest part of that burden for you. Release it. Say, please help me with this. It doesn't mean that you stop loving that person. It doesn't mean that you stop caring about what they were or what they could have been in your life or anything like that. But they're saying that you're allowing it. You're really holding it and allowing it to keep you in the shadows. See how he's in the shadow? You're allowing it to keep you in the shadows. Look, this is the wish fulfillment card, and they're saying this is what is on the other side when you turn around. There is joy in the morning. There is more fulfillment in your life. And I know I'm feeling right now, it doesn't feel that way. It so doesn't feel that way right now. But they're saying if you could just turn and look, release it, turn this way, look into the sunlight, and let us help you release the pain and the hurt. Let us bring you out of the shadows back into the sunlight, because there is so much fulfillment for you to enjoy while you're still here. And this is it's the same as the Six of Swords, which is moving on into smoother water. And again, he's coming out of the shadows back into the sunlight. And they're saying, if you will let us, if you will release us. See, I love this. Spirit is so awesome. See how right here he's facing into the shadows? Right here, the guy is walking out of the shadows into the sunlight. And so what they're saying is, if you could at least turn around and look back into the sunlight, if you can at least turn around and try to see a hope for yourself. You're not here to live in the shadows. They really, really want you to move back into life, into fullness of life. And they want you to have a smoother path as you move forward. Okay? Wow. I love you guys. Okay. God guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, and loved ones who are associated with this group too. Please show us clearly what is the PS. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us the PS. Okay, I have to show you one more thing that they're showing me while I shuffle. Here's where you're at, the 4, right? It's the 4. It's called discontent and boredom. It's the same as the 4 of Cups. That's where they see you. They're asking you, sorry. They said that whenever I was picking the card up, they said, we know you're not bored. They want you to know that they know you're not bored, but it's the discontentment. It's the focusing on the loss, and allowing it to consume you. So then whenever you release it, right, they're saying, take your heart, right, and release the pain from it. Release the, again, it's nothing that you ever truly 100% get over, but they say you're carrying it too heavily. So whenever you release it and let it go back to them, they can transmute it, right? But you have 4 plus 5. This is where you are. Please do this. 4 plus 5 equals 9, which is where your wish fulfillment is, or your treasure is. That's where your treasure's going to be. That's where you're going to find fulfillment again in your life, because there is fulfillment for you again in this lifetime. Okay. Again, thank you for this message. Please give us a PS. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS, please? Wow. This message is just incredible. Okay. Okay, so I'm hearing them right now. They're saying you're holding on to what you thought was your bliss. You're holding on to whatever, and even if that was especially if for those of you that I'm speaking to that have lost a child, maybe in miscarriage or an early departure from this life, right? They're saying that was the bliss. Right? That was the bliss that has disappeared, that has caused all of this heartache. It's the bliss. Maybe it was, for some of you, maybe it was a spouse or a lifelong love, the love of your life or something like that. It was whatever the loss was, they're acknowledging it was a huge loss for you. This loss right here that you're holding so tightly to, they're saying, yes, this was a huge loss. Please let us help you release it so that you can move on, because there's still more for you. There's that 3 of Swords again, and it's right under here, and this is what's blocking you from seeing the fulfillment in your life. And this is how they see your heart right now, right? This terrible heartache. It was a huge loss for you, and they're recognizing that. But they're saying on the other side of that truly is, look, this light coming out of this little treasure chest. There's more life for you to live, and they want to be a part of that with you. They're both headed in the same direction, right? I love how Spirit works. They are really trying to show you in this particular card right here. It's leaving behind what no longer serves you, but that's not the message in this particular deck, because they said you will never accept it that way, that you would have to leave them behind. And what they're saying is but what they're saying is the other part of this message is that he's moved on to find the fulfillment, the other 2 cups or that 9th cup, right? And here he's moving on also. So they're asking you to let them help you to move on in this lifetime. There's still so much for you out there, group 2. There's still so much for you out there, and they want you to experience it. Okay, that is your message for group 2. I love you guys. Okay, we're going to move on to group 3 and see what is the message from our loved ones that are associated with the feather in group 3. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, and loved ones associated with group 3. We thank you for allowing us to use tarot as a tool, and we thank you for speaking with us and giving us messages that help us navigate our lives, our day-to-day lives. Show us clearly what is your message for group 3. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what is the message for group 3. Wow, y'all, discontent and boredom. So we have another group of people, but it's a different message. Look, they're saying prosperity begins. Wow. Passion ignited and trapped in fear. Okay, so group 3. Again, this is another group that they're saying that you're focusing yourself in the wrong direction. I don't feel like this time it has so much to do with loss. I feel like you have this group has gone past the loss of these loved ones. You never truly get over it. I understand that, but you have managed to start living your life again, right? But whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your life, whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your experience, they're telling me that you're focused in the wrong direction, right? You're focused on the negative side of things. You're looking down at past failures, past betrayals, whatever those things are. And instead, they want you to turn around and again, look into the light of what it is that you're wanting to bring into your experience. Focus on your outcome. What is your desired outcome in this area? Because they said, look, this is a whole new this is a whole different energy too than that last group. They're saying this is a whole new time for you in your life, right? There is a seed that you're wanting to plant. There is a something that you're wanting to bring into your experience. You have been working on manifesting it. It can be a brand new project. It is a brand new project that they inspired you about, right? And I feel like you've taken the first step, but you're in this discontent and boredom. It's like the worry phase, right? It's like digging up this seed. It's like you go every day and dig it up, and they can't do their job because you're too busy digging it up. And so they're saying, you have to let us do our job, and you have to be, your job is to continue to nurture it, not to look at not to focus on the negative aspects, not to decide who am I to bring this project to life, how, all that stuff, all those self-sabotaging thoughts that we have, right? They're saying, don't do that. Leave it there. See how the hands the hands over the earth are still. They're not digging it up. They're still. They are sending good energy to it. They are nurturing it. They are protecting it. They are guarding it, right? All while Spirit is doing its job down here. Spirit has got this seed, whatever it is that you've planted, and they're about ready to crack that seed skin open so that this vine can start making its way to the surface and it can bloom into something beautiful. But for that to continue to happen, or for that to be able to happen, they're saying we need you to turn and face toward the end result, so that and focus on that end result, so that that's the way that you nurture it, instead of focusing negative energy on it. They're saying, we did give you this idea, okay? Um, okay. So for some of you, there's a mom and dad together over there. And they're like the sweetest people, and they are so in love with you. And they're saying that they can't imagine not helping you do this. They don't understand why you're focusing your energy in the wrong direction. They can't imagine that you would think for 1 second that they're not here to help you. Now this is a general reading, so, and it's a collective, right? So not everybody is going to have that mom and dad, but there are a group of you that it is literally your mom and dad over there saying this to you. They can't believe that you would think for 1 second that they wouldn't be on your side with this, right? Um, so they're saying, we are the ones who put this passion inside of you. We're the ones who whispered the idea into your ear. And they said, you're really not trapped. You're really not stuck, right? Again, same thing here. Your ending message, they're reiterating it. You're hiding in the shadows. They want you to shine your light. They want you to look at the end, look at your end result, look at your desired outcome, and know that they are truly in there popping that little seed skin open and conspiring with you to move this together, to move it forward for you. I love it. And for some of you, it's just a grandma or a grandpa or a friend or somebody like that. But there are a few of you out there. It is your mom and dad together. Okay, what is the PS? God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for allowing us to get messages from our loved ones on the other side. Ask you to show us clearly what is the PS that goes with this message. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS that goes with this message, please? Okay. Wow. Look. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, right? That's where that this is a new project. It's a new opportunity for you. And you've, whatever it is, you've started something, right? But not only that, it's going to, this is the Ace of Swords. There's two aces. It's an ace clarifying an ace. This is it's not only going to it's not only going to be fruitful for you, but it's going to grow you in ways that you didn't even understand you needed to grow. Yeah, it's going to grow you in ways that you didn't even understand you need to grow. You're going to find out truths about yourself, and these truths are going to build you stronger. I suddenly see you standing there as a warrior. Yeah, not a warrior like you're going out and kill people, but a warrior ready to, like a superhero warrior. It's the truth of who you are deep inside of you. The idea, right? They say they realize it is bringing you out of your comfort zone. That's why. This is why it's bringing you out of your comfort zone. Because it's a little bit bigger than anything you might have thought you would ever do. Because and they're saying, and now I'm seeing this mom and dad again, they're saying, you always said, well, why am I, what makes me so great that I can do this? Or you had that kind of attitude. And they're saying, this is to pull you out of that comfort zone. And this is, they want you to understand your ability to create. And they said they see it's uncomfortable. They know it's uncomfortable. They knew it was uncomfortable when they gave you the idea, right? But it is to grow you, and it is to help you push yourself, so to speak, to walk into your fullness. And to judge yourself worthy of never, ever, do you hear me? Of never, ever feeling trapped ever again. They judge you worthy of never, ever, ever feeling trapped again. And that's why they brought that to you. Okay. Whew, guys, that is your messages from heaven reading. I'm so glad that you stopped in with me. I'm going to try to do these regularly on Friday afternoons. And until next time, y'all go out and have a super duper day. Bye.